Hello and welcome back to this week's episode of The Verse for episode I don't know. In this
A, not the
episode,
verse. B, episode 14. Come on, man.
listen, long day. Into the Black, episode 7 times 2. We're on this episode. We're hanging out on Akaton, which I've decided is all Wild West themed.
Woo! Damn, you didn't give me enough warning to get a hat.
Don't at me. When last we left our players, Pip, the mechanic, Clob, the cow, Percy, the farm boy from outside of town, and Nainala, the beautiful city slicker, were arriving to help a rancher who's been requesting help for so long they've finally decided to just give it to him. They landed their ship, disembarked, and met Sel, Pip's sister, who's apparently left home because the junk harvesting business is so bad that she's having to go out and get more income for the family. And when we left them, they were about to meet their new temporary boss, Logie. So yes, you're all walking towards this sort of small sort of house. Looks very, very poorly built, mostly made of rock and rammed earth. She lets Sel ties up, hitches the riding bird creature, goes inside, and sitting inside, cleaning some kind of rudimentary shotgun, is an old human man. Sort of patchy, scraggly, scruffy beard, leathery skin from spending his whole life outside, and he sort of looks up and he says, "You the stewards?"
Yes, and I flash badge.
"About damn time."
Do we all have badges?
Everyone but Pip.
Hold on. I'm going to go get a badge. I'll be right back. Play on without me for a minute.
You all arrive. He's sort of cleaning this gun, and he says, "I'm glad they sent. At least one of you looks like. At least two of you look like you can work." And he kind of looks at Percy and squints, and goes, "You're from the south of the bay, aren't you? Booster City?"
Am I? Yeah.
I can tell.
Ow.
He
It's not an
says,
accent thing. I haven't spoken.
"I don't know. Just kind of got like a vibe."
Oh, that's fair.
I'm gonna say we're new to the stewards and decided to take up your call.
Good luck getting that back on the wall, Jake.
I saw how it was on there. I can do it again.
It took me like an hour fidgeting with it. It's cool though because we're moving.
What'd you say? What was that, Manala? I didn't quite hear that.
I was saying he was saying it's about time, and I was like, we're new and we chose this. I guess I'm trying to say it wasn't us that waited so long. It was the higher ups, and we're new and we see that this kind of stuff is important, so we're here for you.
Excellent. I haven't been able to get much done, even with Sel's help. She's a big help, but she's small.
So, great worker.
Very, very, very diligent worker.
I mean, your air ducts look spick and span. You can get right in there.
They're perfect. Never been cleaner. Anything
She
you
does
want?
while she crawls. It's the benefit of the fur.
Anything you want to ask about, or should we get right down to business?
How long you been out here?
Whole life lived out here.
On this piece of land?
Not this piece of land exactly, but around here.
Ever gone off world?
Oh, once or twice. I hate flying.
Fair enough.
Plus, I hate being inside that long.
Also fair enough. I agree.
Besides, what out there's better than this?
Yeah, right. So what kind of work do you need?
There's plants out there, man. It's green fucking everywhere.
Bullshit.
Crazy. No,
All lies.
I thought so too. Some of it wants to kill you, but most of it's cool.
He says, "Well, got a few things," and he kind of fiddles around in his jacket. And he pulls out a notepad and he kind of flips through. It's not digital. It's made of paper. And he gets to one page and he says, "Well, I've been needing a new barn for a long time. Got all the supplies, nobody to build it. I need a herd of cattle driven down here from another ranch, but you'll have to learn to ride how to do that. I could use someone going into town to pick up supplies. And finally, my damn generator doesn't work right.
Well,
If any of y'all could fix that, that'd be great.
I bet Pip could take a look at your generator and fix it right up.
I was gonna say, I'll take the generator. You do everything else.
Building the barn sounds like fun.
Because my Nala was explicitly called a city slicker earlier, I'd like to nominate her for moving the cattle. It's a
I
great
was gonna
movie.
build the barn, but yeah, I'll do it. Whatever you say.
But I want to learn how to ride too. It sounds like flying.
Wait, can Clob do it?
I'll
Probably
follow
would.
you.
So we need to herd cattle, build a barn, fix an engine, and what?
Fix a generator
Generator.
and pick up some supplies in the city.
Pick up some
They'll be
stuff.
under my name, don't worry.
Well, what if we learn to ride and then we ride into the city? Could pick supplies up on the way, on the cattle.
Smart move.
When you say cattle, what are we talking about here specifically?
He pushes away from the table, stands up, and you see he's only got one leg.
Oh damn, does he have a peg for the other?
Nope, just nothing. Picks up some crutches and
Nice.
just very remarkably nimbly gets himself to the door. Cell opens it for him, and he goes outside and he says, "This way," kind of waving one of his crutches.
Great, I follow.
He sort of gestures to those big lizard beasts that Cell was herding before. He says, "These right here, they're damn near only big animal that'll grow out here. Always a demand for the meat and the hides and all that."
Is all his clothes like made of the hide?
You see parts of it, like, his belt. He's got these, sort of covers on his pants that aren't quite chaps. You see there's a jacket inside that's made of the same stuff. He says it's, damn near as strong as any synthetic material, and they turn, dust and grass and rock into it.
Amazing. All right, sounds good.
Bought 50 of them from another ranch, but I can't get them here without someone to drive them, and sells just one person.
Right.
It's those damn rebels out there. If they weren't causing so much trouble, the militia wouldn't be recruiting, and I'd have some damn hands to work with.
Rebels.
Ah,
Rebels, you heard of them?
They wouldn't happen to be rustlers as well, would they?
Also rustlers.
Damn.
What's rustlers?
that's some hard luck.
They're some group of crazy folk, some kind of cult or something. Who knows? They're holed up down inside the Golden Bay.
Wrestling.
They've been stealing
Ru-
cattle, raiding,
Rustlers. They rustle cattle. They take them.
raiding settlements, raiding towns, all kinds of nasty
weird.
stuff. And then the militia, to deal with them, has been conscripting more people.
Have they been successfully dealing with them?
Not at all.
Figured.
A bad situation for everyone. You can't get the help you need, and those bandits are still on the lives.
Damn, bandits too good at hiding.
Well, I think that maybe once we're done helping you, we could sniff them out.
They'll
That
probably
would be-
sniff us out.
That'd be pretty good of you.
Even if we are bait, then at least it'll lead to a real fight. None of this sneaking around.
I could use a rope. Bring 'em on!
Is this time for a fun history fact?
Sure.
How avocado wrestling is still a federal offense, and avocado wrestlers can be shot on sight in California, and those laws are still in the books.
Watch
Damn.
out.
Don't steal avocados. PSA.
Well, anything I can help you out with before a job I can point you to? The barn's going to go over there, and you see a big pile of, materials and stuff, and a big cleared plot of land with stakes and rope. It looks like it's been there forever, with no one touching it. Your ship is off in the other direction. You see Bree is still here, sort of leaning on a fence and contemplating the
Oh!
the
Bree.
sort of big green cattle creatures.
I want to
weird,
start
huh?
with the barn because then we'll have somewhere to put the cattle when we get back. Right now, there's
And the generator's back here.
yeah.
We can also, someone can start on the barn while we go get the cattle.
I want to do that, but I want to see if I can convince Bree to help out because I bet she's really strong with those cybernetics.
I'm sure you can convince her somehow.
I don't know.
Use your feminine wiles.
We'll see.
That arm's metal.
But yeah, I
That
don't
arm's
know.
built for stone.
I guess I'm gonna ask her to stick around for a bit. Do we have any money? Yeah, we have some money, right?
We got money. Honey, you got the time?
I don't know. Ask her if she wants to stick around for the day, help me get started on the barn, and I can like give her some credits or something for it if she's worried about it. And see if she's amenable to that.
She sort of looks around and looks at it and says, I don't got anywhere to be. And, that means spending a day with you. Why not?
Cool. I'm gonna try to keep it like chilled though.
She's getting a bit clingy.
I know I can't deal with that right now. I'm a mobile woman.
This was a no strings thing.
It's totally a no strings thing. But now I'm adding this, but I'm offering payment, so I'm trying to treat it transactionally. We'll see how it goes.
Sure, she'll accept payment. She'll say fine.
Well, good. I'm like, if she's offended by that, I don't want to, but
Not at all.
great. Awesome.
She was actually planning on giving you a bill.
Fair enough. Cool.
Cool. So you guys are going to work on the barn. Percy, what are you going to do?
I can possibly give Pip a hand with the engine, maybe, unless he decides I'm just getting in the way.
Generator.
Generator. Generators have engines.
Do they?
Same difference.
I guess, yeah.
It's an
Fair.
engine plus an alternator.
Yeah, good point. Good answer.
Yeah, you guys can head there. He'll show you where it is. It's around the back, about 500 feet away from his home because it's loud.
Mm-hmm.
In a little shed.
Is it a big one, little one?
It looks like a mid-sized sort of shuttle engine
Okay.
that has been removed and put in this house.
All right.
Oh.
Would you like to inspect it?
I'll expect it.
Yes.
As you're looking at it, you're figuring out how it works. It's dusty. It clearly hasn't run in quite a while. It's antique looking. It looks like whoever immigrated here brought this with them, or it was the ship that brought them here, and they ripped it apart, and now it's a generator, and it has been for years.
Damn. All right.
But yeah, it looks like it looks really ruggedly built. You think you could fix this?
All right. I mean, I will start working on that.
Cool. Give me an engineering check, and Percy, you can assist.
I will give you an
If you
engineering
like.
check. My engineering is now 14.
Damn.
We are good at engines.
You guys immediately lay into this thing. In fact, you're trying to figure out what's wrong with it, and you realize nothing is wrong with it. It's just dirty and needs to be serviced. So you just start taking apart the whole thing and cleaning all the pieces.
WD-40.
It's actually a really satisfying experience because you're able to clean all this grime off. It's such a simple old engine that it's very intuitive how the whole thing goes together, and you're just having a good time.
Excellent.
Pip, you're getting flashbacks of taking stuff apart in your dad's scrapyard. Good times, good memories.
Lots of old engines like this in there.
Yeah, and you're having a great time. You're kind of losing yourself in the activity. Klob, what would you like to do?
I think that we should probably all go to the cattle thing together because
Practice
sounds like the
riding
rebels are a
with
problem.
Sal.
What?
You could practice riding with Sal.
I could practice riding. That's a good idea.
He could probably teach you.
If you guys don't need help building that barn, I think I'll do that. I want to practice riding. Again, it sounds like flying. How hard can it be?
So you go up to Sel, and she's like, I don't know if any of our birds can hold you, but hang on. And she goes off to the sort of stable pens, and then she comes back leading this sort of big, sort of vaguely saurian creature. It's got feathers and a beak, but the beak has teeth, and it's got 4 legs. and a saddle on it that doesn't quite fit it.
Oh, nice. It's all shaky.
It's the freaking Dodrio from that episode of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Is it nice?
It seems to be kind of resisting her, but it's big and strong, and she's small.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I can handle power, right? I mean,
She says, "We got this big mean mule here. He can hold you, but he's not super cooperative."
well, I mean, if he's the only thing that can hold me, I'll guess I gotta get on.
She hands you the reins, and it tugs at him, but you're much stronger, and you can keep this thing under control. It doesn't seem interested in like snapping at you,
All
which
right.
is nice.
Can I like reach up or not reach up? I don't want to like be aggressive to its face or anything. I want to like just keep it under control and try to like reach towards its shoulder or like arm area somewhere.
Give me is there animal handling in
I
Starfinder?
don't think so. I was just looking for it. I don't see it.
Give me some kind of wisdom check,
Wisdom. Okay.
or possibly intelligence to try to recall how to handle animals.
Oh, I'd love to do that. I'd love to like think if I know what this thing is and if it like reacts to certain stuff because that's better than my wisdom.
That would work for me.
Where did the there it is.
So much clicking.
Right.
I'm in.
11.
Fucking.
You recall what these things are? They're mule. They're sort of a crossbreed between, usually not like really like genetically crossed between those bird things you saw and some other big reptile creatures, so that you get sort of the docile-ish, trainable qualities of the bird creatures, but then they're big and strong.
So how do the birds like to be treated?
Well, what you've been seeing is, cells giving it treats, or just kind of pet it and like soothed it.
All right, so yeah, I'll try to pet it and then like ask, "Hey, got any thing treats?"
Sure. She hands you sort of this big, sort of ball, like rooty grass lump that looks not edible at all to you.
All right, I'm gonna like put that away and take off little chunks and get them ready, and I'll slowly start soothing it and like maybe giving it a tiny bit.
Cool. It's slowly cooperating with you. You're able to lead it around. It knows you have food.
Neat, cool. Eventually, I mean, after doing that for 10 minutes or something, like not too long, I'll try to just get it to stand still, and then I'll go over and I don't know how to get on one of these things. I'll just look. Where's the ladder?
Give me a dex check. Try to get up there, or strength check if you're just heave-hoeing.
Yeah, I think I'll be doing some heave-ho, and I think I'm gonna just try to like
Yeah, sure. Strength.
pull up onto the thing.
It tips over.
Yoda.
You pull this thing, and it rolls on top of you.
No.
It seems to misunderstand the order you're giving as you're trying to just muscle up on top of it, and it's like, okay, and it just rolls on top of you, and you are now pinned under it as it kind of just lays there and moves around a little bit.
Can I like push? No, it's too heavy. I'm gonna try to maneuver down and take that treat out and throw it the other way.
I'll say you can. You throw it, and it gets up and it scrambles over and it eats the treat, and then it looks back at you,
Oh,
Tell your
skitters back over to you.
Wait.
At this point, Cell gives you some coaching. She tells you how to put your feet in the stirrups, how to kind of keep it under control, and some of the
That's the
commands.
Thought it might have a ladder. Okay, fine. Climb up the ladder.
Manala,
Get
you
cockpit.
and Bree can see from where the barn is that Klob is just struggling.
Awesome.
And Klob, give me another check to get on.
Okay.
It's going to be easier this time because she gave you some tips.
Exact same as the first time I like try to get on and I'm just pulling at the thing.
And this time it kind of goes to tip over, but you're like, no. Actually, no, I don't want you to do that.
Okay.
She reminds you one more time, and you awkwardly scramble up on top of this thing. You're now in the saddle, have the reins, your feet are in the stirrups.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And she starts
Okay,
running you
I'll-
through, how to walk it in a circle, how to walk it around.
Minotaur on a bird coming through.
Percy and Pip,
Oh.
you've got about half the thing cleaned. before you start listening to. You realize that he's been talking to you. Logie has been talking to you this whole time, like just telling this long, rambling story that doesn't go anywhere.
Mm.
Um,
He's been like standing over and watching us this whole time.
he's not really looking. Like he's kind of staring off into space in this fugue state of rambling storytelling,
Okay.
and you actually only realize just now that he's still here. Uh,
Nice.
when Percy, you hear him say something about a farm outside of Booster City overrun with vampire vine.
Wait. What? Which farm?
Huh? What?
You just said there was a farm outside of Booster City.
Oh yeah, some protein farm outside of Booster City got overrun with vampire vine recently. They had to close up and move on.
You know the name of the family?
Percy, what's your last name?
I think it's Ren.
Rin, an R something.
How long ago did this happen?
Maybe 3 weeks, a month.
You heard anything from the family? Or they...
You're all quiet.
Oh,
You
am
good?
I?
You good? It just cut
You're
out for
good
a
now.
second, like it does.
Oh, okay. Have you heard anything from the family?
No, I just heard it from a couple traders passing through. I don't think anybody got hurt, but I didn't really ask. Why, friends of yours?
Yeah. Family, actually.
Oh no.
Pip, I might need to take off. Can take care of the
Don't
rest
need
of
you
this.
anyway.
Right.
God, he's such a D. Before we continue with the Percy thing, I was just gonna say, as Bree and I are witnessing Klob totally flubbing, I want to use it as like a wheedling moment, being like, "Oh, you and Klob must go way back," da, 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 and like see if she can tell me anything about Klob or where they're from.
She kind of side eyes you and then says, "Oh yeah, we go way back." And her weird sort of prism tool hand is sort of driving nails into sort of bolts into this structure that you're building.
Why is she so cool? It's ridiculous. So awesome.
She says, "Oh yeah, way back. Grew up together, worked together on a few jobs. These good people."
Like, yeah, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to get a sense of like how long he's been leading a life of crime.
Do you ask that? She seems like she isn't volunteering answers you don't
Yeah,
explicitly ask.
That's fine. Yeah, he really seems to know his way around on all these jobs we've had to do for the stewards and other things. I guess it's just his experience. Do you know how long he's been doing this kind of work?
As long as me. You grow up like we did. You sort of start young.
That bad?
Oh, it's not bad. It's just how we live.
Cool. I don't want to push her, so sounds good. Cool. Cool.
So yeah, you guys are building. It's like a prefab barn, so it's coming together pretty well. It's about noon now, when Logie comes out and says, rings the bell and says that there's food. He's got food ready if anybody's hungry.
Great. Yeah, I want to join in.
Klob, you're all dusty from getting kicked off this thing, and you tie it off, and Minala, you're all tired. Pip, your hands are covered in old engine grease, just the way you like them. And Percy, you've been really fretting about your family.
Yeah, I want to go talk to Sel and see if she knows anything more.
Sure. What do you ask her? She's getting food. They're getting it's some kind of sort of red kibble kind of stuff.
Wow.
Gross.
Like you know what it is, Percy. It's super super cheap food. Food.
Hey, Sel. Loki just, I don't know, kind of rambling.
He does that.
Yeah, he said something that kind of caught my ear, but then he didn't seem to know much about it. I was wondering if you've had your ear to the ground and you know anything about a farm outside of Booster City?
Oh yeah, the Rin farm. The Rin farm, I think it was.
Yeah.
They did.
Do you know what happened?
They were some protein farmers, and I think they used to do some other kinds of crops. It was struggling, and they'd been having problems with vampire vine for a while, and then it just overtook the whole farm.
They had to move out?
Yeah. Last I heard, they moved into the city and were trying to figure something out. Haven't heard much more about them. City's
Alright.
full of folks who farms go under.
Alright, thanks, I appreciate it.
Why? You know 'em?
Yeah, that's my farm. That's pretty
Oh
good.
no.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah.
we're going into town to get supplies. We should check on them.
I agree. I think we should do that soon. Sooner the better.
Well, yeah. Well, we can go right after lunch.
Great. Are we eating that?
I'm eating this. It's what's for lunch.
Well,
word, so
I'll just skip lunch. Chalk it up to lack of appetite.
Your ship is here. You could go have lunch on your ship.
yeah.
I'll tell her I'm skipping lunch to spare her.
Cell is very much enjoying it.
I chow down.
Yeah, no, Pip, you were raised on this stuff. The red kibble's the best. It's super spicy. It's delicious.
I follow Pip and Percy's example and just like douse everything in the spicy stuff.
That's what I do.
Taste it.
Space Tabasco.
It's definitely food.
Calories.
Going in my mouth.
I will achieve energy from this.
Excellent. After lunch, Pip, you were almost done with the engine anyway. With the generator, you have it put back together. There's no fuel for it, but you'll be getting that in town. Logi says.
Got it.
Cell says, shall we?
Yeah. Let's roll.
All right. She hops up on her bird, clobs on his big mule lizard.
Am I
Bob,
good at it now?
You figured it out?
You
I
can
think so.
definitely make it go where you want most of the time.
Yeah. I know forward. I know left. I know right and forward. Can't get right completely.
We'll
That's
just
the time
put
that
you
I
in the
can't get
middle
right.
of the line, and hopefully it'll just follow the one in front of it.
Hopefully. I'm getting better though.
Percy, you actually know how to ride these things.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, no, you hop right up, you adjust some things on the saddle, you get the reins tied off the way you like, and you're just sort of in this lazy one-handed stance, just ready to go.
Can I hop up on the same one behind Percy, or is that not cool?
They don't like to carry two people, usually. And she
So
says,
it's
well,
like-
could you and Pip get the cart?
Oh yeah.
Pip, are you going? I didn't ask. Are you going with them to town?
Yeah. Sorry,
Um,
it's one of my 2 rules of role-playing games.
Get on the boat.
Get on the boat.
True. Rule number 2 is don't
Don't
get on the boat.
Right.
So yeah, you hop up on the cart. It's being pulled by a few more of these things, and this is pretty easy actually. Like go and stop and left and right.
Okay. And on the way,
Yeah.
I can ask Sel, like, I
Oh,
can ask Percy too. Like, I haven't been here, like, in town. How much of trade and all that stuff is a haggling system, and how much of it is just like,
all of it. There
Oh.
are no rules.
cool. I'm gonna try to use my charisma to haggle us some good prices.
When in doubt, pull a gun. Yeah, you notice as you're on the cart and you're on all your riding creatures, there are holsters in your saddles. Most of them with a gun in them.
Guns are just bargaining chips.
Wild Wild West, man.
Oh, speaking of guns, I did want to inform you of something I did. We have a bunch of guns, right, that we got from, All right, so I have a new ability, since we're level 4 now, where I can overload a weapon to turn it into a grenade. I have pre-overloaded several pistols.
Can you do that?
Yes.
Nice.
That's straight up how it works. If you try to use them as a gun, they explode.
Okay,
If
can we put a red X on those ones?
I've holstered them in a few spots. I've got
I thought they would just be in your cheek pouches.
No, that's dangerous.
That's
How many do you
That's
have?
where he stores the grenades.
Let's say.
4?
Well, how many? Yeah, I was gonna say 4. Like that sounds about how many laser pistols I would have been able to scrounge
4
up.
seems right to me. And you've just got them holstered in the front and holstered in the back, so you just look like some crazy gunslinger.
Yep. But they're secretly grenades.
That was nice,
They've
Brian.
got red tape on the handle.
Exactly.
Cool. And then there's these sort of other guns all over the place. And as you're riding, she says it's gonna be. We should be there. By maybe a little before nightfall, if we're fast.
Is it dangerous to travel at night?
Yes. Yeah. Very.
Why didn't we just wait till tomorrow to go?
We could.
I feel like
I'm
She
that's
says,
down.
she says it's about a day's ride.
No, but I'm just getting the hang of this thing. I don't want to forget.
all right. Well, should we not? Maybe we shouldn't buy our things because tonight we should just. I don't like. Okay, Lily is asking for logistics. Like, is it if it's so far that we should like go there, stay the night, buy our stuff in the morning, and then come back because then we don't have stuff on us to be targets.
Sure.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to spend the night there anyway if it's a day each way.
Yeah.
If you guys want to ride all night, but I don't want to do
That's
that.
what I thought she was suggesting. So
No, he said we'd get there at nightfall.
Wait a minute. How much supplies are we picking up?
a lot.
You have to fill this cart.
Okay. And that's the only thing we're doing, going there and back to pick up supplies?
That's the plan.
Okay, our spaceship is
Check
like
my family.
way faster than these
You know where to land.
in town.
You can probably land outside of town. She's like, well, if we can take your spaceship, we should take your spaceship.
We could be there in minutes.
Figured we weren't taking it for some reason because, like, you can't.
It's a spaceship. You whoosh, it just
I
flies
wanted to
over.
ride into town at sunset.
But what we should do,
bird.
what we should
Me too.
do is,
Me too.
since you probably can't, we can't land right in town. There's nowhere to land right in town, and also it's not smart to.
Take the birds with us.
Yeah. We'll use them to get the gear from the town to the ship and fly back.
Yeah, we can load the birds and the carts up into the cargo bay.
All right. I'm gonna telepathic to Pip, be like, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna really stand out, and we just found out about this bandit situation. I think you should leave at least
Sorry, is this
asshole.
town so small that there are no ships?
It's just not built for them.
Jake,
It used to be, but spaceships don't come here anymore. All the landing bays got built up. There's
Okay.
some shuttle landing pads around the outskirts, but
Let's be honest, town is generous. It's unincorporated territory.
also it's free to park outside the town.
All right.
Um,
The difference between
Big
space-
fancy ship like yours, they're gonna charge you out the tailpipe for that thing.
Yes, Lily.
oh, I was just saying, like, I think you should leave definitely asshole, and maybe even like me behind to guard the ship. Like, or someone behind to guard the ship, because I'm just really concerned. We don't know the level of this bandit threat, but it's bad enough that they're conscripting all the able-bodied people.
I mean, the ship can defend itself pretty well. Also, it's got a lock and an alarm. And a chicken.
And a chicken.
Okay.
Chicken that knows how to operate the weapon system.
All right.
The anti-personnel flat cannon.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
It's also an anti-spaceship flat cannon. It's really an anti-whatever we don't like at the moment flat cannon.
Fair enough.
So, we taking your ship?
Yeah,
We could
sure,
be
why
there
not?
in like. She does some mental math, like less than an hour.
Yeah.
Sounds like the easy path.
All right. Well, she loads everything up. She gets the hoods for the birds so they don't freak out.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah. Our
hate
atmosphere speed is a lot lower because we don't want to ignite the entire atmosphere.
Of course. I ate dinner at the same table as you, Pip. I know, Dad. I heard Dad talk about it too.
I like her sass.
It's loving. So you guys take off. She's down there keeping an eye on all the critters. You're flying kind of low and slow, I assume, because you don't want to be like standing out.
Yeah, low profile
Um,
is the name of the game, Flip, okay?
She pointed out on the map a place about 3/4 of a mile outside of town. That's nice. It's sort of in a depression. It's flat. It'll be easy to go from there to town and back.
Cool.
So you fly there, you land. Dust. Ramp comes down. It's like Firefly. Critters come out.
Nice.
I want to
Pick
get
up a
right back
shepherd.
on mine.
All right, you hop back up. It takes you like a couple tries. You're like, 1, 2, no, 1. All right, I'm up.
Straight over the top one time. All right, take 3.
Nice.
Hold up a 10.
And I'm gonna make sure with Pip, like, you feel really confident that nothing can happen to this ship.
Are you really that worried?
Honestly, yeah, it's a crappy planet. We can't just go get another one.
Hey!
It's not a crappy planet. It's just, crappy
It's
hicks.
crappy, but we can say that. She can't say that.
I look at both of you, and I'm like, how far do you think we would have to walk with this stupid cart before we could buy another ship?
All right, fine. I will wait with the ship while you go buy shit in town.
No, I just mean like, be real with me.
No, I'm gonna sit here on this laser, and I'm gonna shoot anyone who comes within 100 meters.
Hi, don't shoot us when we come back, though. Okay?
Yeah, no promises.
You shoot her, not me.
I think you have to be the one to stay behind. I'm just saying.
And besides, I think Chicken knows the order of things to do. I taught him his triple A's. It's ask, aim, attack. I'm pretty sure. Chicken, what is the order?
Oh, it was ask, and then aim, and then lasers.
Good job, Chicken.
That's close enough. Yeah.
Or no, it's not lasers. It's a particle beam. I forgot.
It's
A
whichever
particle
one.
beam.
Yeah.
This chicken's getting too smart.
Thank you.
I'll be like, what's the biggest, hit these bandits have done?
You're asking Cell?
Yeah.
She says, oh, mostly, hitting convoys, raiding towns now and then, small ones. But something like this, a big ship like this, they might want it. I don't know if they could take it.
Okay.
I mean, they're armed about as well as I am.
All right. Yeah, we'll just leave chicken then, I guess. If everybody else is good with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say no offense, but these arms couldn't even scratch the paint. Okay, they'll scratch the paint, but that's about it.
I'm sure you got more paint.
Paint's cheap. We're going all red, right? We'll just use the blood of our enemies. Just run someone over on the way out.
A la GTA.
Wasted.
Boom! Shoo!
Nowhere in the Wild West, it's gotta be red then now.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Just slightly reassured. Let's go.
All right. Well, if you leave chicken ship closes up.
Is Bree with us, or is she back at the farm?
She stayed back at the farm, finish up the barn.
Oh, that's nice for her.
Once she gets going on a project, she likes to finish it.
Fair enough.
So you guys start riding into town. Percy, it's home. It looks exactly like it always did. Coming into town for supplies and
Power
maybe a little ice
converters.
cream. It's same old Booster City.
Wait, we have ice cream here?
Yeah, sometimes, if you were good, you and your
Oh,
family
man.
would come in and you all get ice cream. It's one of those little luxuries.
Think of ice cream in Akaton as the equivalent of like the orange at Christmas.
Oh yeah.
It's kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
a big deal.
Yeah, like here's one fruit.
There is some vitamin C. Don't get scurvy.
Go into town, and he told you to go to a specific sort of general supplies place. You give them your name, and they're like, "Oh, we'll get it all loaded up, and when we're done, we'll give you a call."
Okay, cool.
Do I have any family friends that live in the city that would know what was going on?
You probably know, the store that used to sell your family all their equipment,
Also,
or
if it's small enough and somebody moved in the last couple weeks, everybody will know. Oh, so and so moved.
yeah, people would know. You could ask around.
Yeah.
I will do that. Oh, canvas.
Where do you go? Where is somewhere your family would have spent a lot of time?
Yeah, I mean, just a general store, probably.
Cool. You sort of swing doors.
Yep.
They just go hang out at the general store.
Walk in, got my spurs on.
Well, you just rode, so yeah, you got your spurs on.
That ain't big enough.
And person behind the counter is this you know sort of human woman, and there's an Ikeshti uh, person there stocking shelves. Um, and they're like, "Can I help you?"
Have I ever met any of them? Either of them?
You've met this woman before, but she doesn't seem to recognize you.
Do I
You've
remember her
got the
name?
mask and stuff. Her name is her name is Ko. Ko.
I'll take myself and go. Co, it's Percy.
She kind of squints at you and goes, "Oh my God, Percy!
How you doing?
Well, I'm doing, as well as can be expected. What are you doing here? I thought you left."
I did, but I came back for some job opportunities. Pit stop.
Job opportunities on Akaton.
Completely legal. Don't worry.
All right. I won't tell your family.
Got a badge now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Leans in and sees it, and she's kind of like impressed, like, Percy's all grown up and has a steward badge.
I made something myself.
Your folks are going to be so proud.
Speaking of, do you know where they are?
She kind of loses her smile, realizing what's up, and she's like, "Yeah, I do. They're not doing well. You heard the
Arr.
farm got overrun.
I heard.
Yeah, just without... It's not your fault, but without you, there were fewer folks and some
Ouch.
things went undone."
Ouch. Ouch.
I had to leave.
I know, and they know. None of them would say that. None of them would say it's your fault. They can't do it with that family. Maybe it's not worth doing.
Do you know where they ended up?
I do. One of the old shuttle pads on near the cliff.
They're just living on a shuttle pad?
They've set up shop there with a few other families.
Okay.
You know that the cliff is a place where part of Booster City collapsed into the Golden Bay a long time ago. Really just sort of almost out of living memory. And sort of squatters and people and the poorest of the poor live right on that cliff. There's tunnels under the city that people live in sometimes. If they're living there, they're not doing so hot.
Alright. Thank you. I appreciate it.
She,
I'll go
she
check
kind
it
of
out.
digs under the desk and pulls out a box and hands it to you and says, "Here, give this to them."
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Anything
care.
for you.
Oh man, that's nice.
Nikeshi
out.
kind of waves.
Bye, Jim.
"Bye, Percy." You knew Jim when he was little.
Yeah.
But it's spelled with a Y. It's Jym, Jim.
Of course. Alright,
Jyme.
there's a silent D at the beginning.
Yeah,
Jim.
Jim.
Gino.
You come
yeah.
back. You come back out. You've got this little box. You haven't looked what's inside of it. And where would you like to go? And would you like to bring your friends?
Yeah, I'll go update everyone and tell them I know what my family is.
Great. How'd you find out?
Shh. Ask some locals. Everyone kind of knows everyone around here.
Got it.
So
Has Percy kind of adopted his old accent again?
it seeps through.
Because he's hearing it,
Yeah. It's an issue because like I grew up on a lot of like like main hub core planets. What are they called? Television.
Worlds.
Pack World Television.
Yeah.
So like I've kind of incorporated that accent a lot of the time, and then I get back here and I was oh jeez.
So yeah, you guys head to the cliff. The city just stops. Like, there's some signs that say don't go any further, this area is unstable, and then you get past that, and then you see that the city stops and gives way to this just massive, miles wide, many, many miles wide. You can't see the edges of it in some places, hole. And as you look into the hole, you see sort of yellow, glowing pockets of this element that's used in rocket fuel, in ship fuel, like yours. um, which has not been mined very much on Akaton for a long time because of the drift. It's reduced the demand for this fuel. You go to the pad, and you're looking around, and you don't see them, but one of your sisters sees you first and shouts, "Percy!
Sister!
What the f are you doing here?"
Well, I was just passing through. I thought I'd come check in on you guys. Apparently the farm's gone. I leave for a month and the farm's gone.
Yes, you leave for a month and the farm's gone. You see she's dirty. It looks like she's just been digging.
What have you been doing? What's going on here?
Puts her hands on her hips and kind of puffs. And then you hear another voice you recognize saying, "What's going on over there?" And your mother comes up around the corner. She's holding sort of these two big baskets in either arm with these yellow rocks. It's that rocket fuel stuff. And she drops them.
Careful, Ma. It's explosive.
And they kind of thump, thump. She says, "Percy, what are you doing here?"
I was.
And she runs up and hugs you.
Hi, hey, I'm working. I've been working for
You're
the steward.
working? What are you work? And then she kind of like pats at you and finds the badge. It's like, "You're a steward?
Sort of contract worker.
That's amazing."
Yeah, it's paying pretty well. I'm getting a decent amount saved up for you guys.
Another big hug.
Much bigger. You're worth something.
And she's like, "Come on, come home. Come to what we've been using as a home."
I'm sure it's lovely.
She leads you back, and you're led into this very ramshackle.
Is everybody else with me?
Do they want to be?
I told them so they could if they wanted.
I'm definitely with you. I was also gonna ask, like, is there any chance that I would know about Vampire Vine?
Yeah. Sure. Give me a nature check.
Okay, cool. I'm interpreting that as life science.
Yeah. Sorry, life science.
I knew what you meant. So.
You're led to this sort of ramshackle,
And then
basically shed that they're living in. You do not have a small family. So it's not good living conditions. It seems like they've done their best to make it a home, but it is quite dirty. And your whole family's there. They're greeting you. Some seem excited. Most seem confused. Your father's not here at the moment. Maynala, Vampire Vine is sort of a predatory plant. There's sort of this central bulb that lives underground, and it sends out these tendrils and vines that go and suck water and nutrients out of the soil, and these sort of plants can send these vines out for miles and miles.
So it's kind of like a really intense sci-fi version of an invasive species.
Yes, super incredibly invasive.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm with 18. I don't know anything about like eradication or treatment.
Well, if you can find the central bulb, you can kill it, but those are hard to find. These things range for miles.
Yeah. Is it sentient at all?
Nope, it's a plant. You get the story from Percy that from Percy and Percy's family that they, one sent some vines into their farm and they were not able to eradicate it, and it took over.
Yeah.
It grew so fast they couldn't do anything about it. And then Percy, your father, comes home with a backpack and 2 more baskets full of that rocket fuel stuff. He greets you. You find out that they've been selling it to survive, but it's worth almost nothing.
Yeah.
It's just what they have access to.
Hey, Lily.
Yeah.
How much money have we gotten?
Jake is the only one who knows.
I
I was about to say the same thing.
What up?
I wish we were other game because I was like, Theo has so much money. I could just give him a bunch of money.
Yeah, can we cross universe loan right now?
Yeah, cross universe loan. The
I
interest is very high.
want to know a reasonable amount to give my family that would be maybe like half of my cut so far.
You're gonna make me do cut math right now. Okay, give me a second. We got 3 grand. Did we count as clearing? We didn't clear the jungle box, so we only got the base. So we got 1,500 for the jungle box. We got 3 grand for the derelict ghost ship. So that's 4,500. And then we each get 175 share from that. So
Money.
4,500 divided by 8 would be half of your share,
Great.
which would be about 562.5 credits.
Okay. Then I will. God, look, I know, I left, and I'm really sorry. I didn't realize that we were
No.
this close to.
Percy, no. Don't apologize. We couldn't be happier that you're out there being a steward, keeping people safe, being successful. If that farm needed to go, let it go.
I agree, and I've been feeling for years that this place is dying and we need to get out. I've been saving money, and I can give you guys a good chunk right now. Maybe hold you over until I can figure out a new place for us to settle and get enough to pay for everyone to move. It's taking time.
I can't ask you to do that, Percy. I won't say no. We're in dire straits, but really, whatever you can give. It doesn't have to be much. We're getting by.
How do you transfer credits in this? Is it like on a stick?
You can give them a stick. You can bump your terminals together. You can just do it.
All right.
They're
Well,
all
I'll
like
just...
temporary credit cards that you can take out like a smallish amount of money, so you don't just get robbed, though.
Yeah, you could just give him one of those.
yeah, I'll give him one of those. I'll give him 500. And then I'll also hand him the box and say, "This is from Co."
Percy, 500 credits for you living here was like more money than you'd ever seen in one place.
I figured.
Like
That's the thing about privateering; it pays really well.
it's kind of an amazing sum of money.
Yeah, I mean, my whole point is to get enough money for my family, so I need to hold them over, and this will all go towards what needs to be done in the future, which is relocating.
The sort of look of shock as he sees the number on the credit stick kind of turns into just these tears of joy and this happiness, and he hugs you, and as people keep seeing it, they're all overjoyed that Percy has come to rescue them, basically.
We can keep this quiet so everyone else in the pit doesn't start, lining up.
They're like, right. They open the box. It's full of fruit. It's full of these sort of small, sort of green fruits that sometimes grow out in the deserts, and they're sour, but they're delicious. They can be good. So they're so happy that you've brought this for them, and they are talking about they might be able to rent a real home for a while with this, maybe sort of start to get back on their feet.
Good. That's all I want. Make sure everyone's well fed and taken care of. And you guys aren't out here digging in the dirt. I mean, I know we used to dig in the dirt, but this is like actually digging in the dirt.
This is like it's not off topic, but it's like just stepping out of the scene for a minute. So my home planet Cashavel is like famous for having really lush flora and fauna and stuff. If they have experience doing some kind of farming, are there any kind of transferable skills to working on a planet like that?
Unlike Castroville?
Mm-hmm.
You think they would be extremely good at farming on Castroville because they're used to farming with no nutrients and no water. They can make a little bit go a long way.
I think it's something we could look into, is potentially transporting them there and having them set up there.
Isn't that Percy's whole goal?
I had just kind of backstory a little bit. I had the conspiracy that the planet Arquan, which everyone talks about as being this like spooky haunted planet that drives people mad, is actually a cover, and it's great farmland, and everyone who lives there just wants to keep everybody out. So they come up with all these crazy stories about ghosts and like, oh, your nightmares come real. I was gonna go there and check it out, prove obviously that it's all lies.
We still should do that, but Cashavel could be like temporary.
That place sounds cool, but do you not believe in ghosts?
The only time you see ghosts is when you drink the water and it has the hallucinogens that the government puts in there.
The only time you see ghosts is when people die and then magicians do some stuff.
The magicians?
Yeah, magicians. I said it.
The government agents.
Some of them.
Wait, shit, that's us
Right?
now, isn't it?
Hey, they got magicians in the government, right? Manoa?
Roughly.
Government magicians.
Oh my god, it goes deeper than we thought.
Federal magicians. Um,
But I guess what I'm saying is like I want to look into that as a potential plan.
you can absolutely do that.
So yeah.
They're super happy to see you. They'll let you stay as long as you like in this hovel.
It's a little crowded.
But they're thrilled that you've come through for them.
I'm sorry I wasn't here sooner, guys.
And they're like, you came back. That's what's important. Pip, you get a message on your terminal that the supplies have been loaded onto the wagon.
All right, let's get out of here.
Skedaddle here.
This is all enough sentimentality for one day.
Um,
Let's get back to
and they
work.
say, well, once you're done working, come back and we'll hopefully have a place set up where you can properly get caught up.
Sounds good.
Go on, get out there, Percy.
Home cooked meal. I've been eating Actonian fast food on the station. It's
Oh, we can't
Not
have
the
that. And they're excited for you to come back after you finished working and have a proper family reunion. You get back to the cart, you get your supplies, you load them up, and you're able to head back to the ship without incident. As you arrive back to the ship, Chicken is up there waiting, and he picks the control that lowers the gate for you.
I'm gonna ask Chicken for a full report.
I was watching, and then I got tired, so I got a snack, and then I went back to watching, and I didn't see anybody, and then you got back.
Very good, Chicken. Excellent work.
Wing salute.
Wings salute.
Chicken. Dude, you would have no clue what I learned to do today. You and
What?
I are going to have so much fun as soon as I figure out how to make you bigger.
What? Bigger?
Yeah, way bigger. So big.
Big chicken.
Yeah, big chicken. You down?
Yeah.
Cool, okay. Don't tell anybody else.
Okay, I won't.
You go, chicken.
Thanks, Club. You guys are able to fly back easily. You get back to the farm. You land, offload the supplies, get that generator back up and running with new fuel. The barn is nearly done.
Yeah, I want to go help finish it off.
Go help refinish it. Excellent. And he says, "This is great. You've gotten all this stuff done that I've been waiting to do. I haven't been able to do without the leg, obviously. It's early evening now. Maybe starting to become late evening. Sun's going down.
Do you want like a,
Oh,
replacement leg? Maybe.
I was gonna say, does it seem like he wants us to ask about the leg?
I just straight up ask about it.
He doesn't care. He says, "Oh yeah, I got that thing bitten off years ago."
Yeah, but like, we don't live in the, Stone Ages anymore. You could just go out and buy another leg.
Well, maybe you can.
They're not that
I ain't
expensive.
got the money for. I can't. I got the money for cybernetics.
You've got all this land.
Yeah, it's not worth much out here. I'd love one.
Can I spend the rest of the evening? I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Just building him a leg.
Totally. You could build him a rudimentary leg. I'll take an engineering check.
It just has to actuate. Did he lose it at the knee or at the hip?
A little up above the mid thigh.
Mid thigh. Okay, yeah. So it just needs like a single actuation and a really simple like nerve control. Like,
Yeah, you can do it. If you ask him how he lost it, he explains he was infantry during the Swarm War, and he got it bitten off. Yeah, no, you make a really nice one actually. It's not pretty, but it works really well.
is there no VA that does this?
Hell no.
He says, Ugh, I haven't heard from them in a long time.
All right.
Supposedly there is, but it
Yeah.
seems I'm low on the list.
So especially because he's a fellow veteran. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna stay up all night and go to the ship in the engine room, get my fabricator going, and put that
Cool.
together.
I
Um,
also was planning to stay up all night potentially. I want to get in touch with okay, so in Lily Brain, like I know the Xeno Wardens are like they protect nature and land and stuff, but I mean like I also gave them that sample of that weird fruit. Like I think they also are like scientific and studying, right?
mhm.
And they probably have a pretty big presence on Cashevel
Big.
because of all the plant life. So what I was gonna do is try to get in touch with whoever I could over there that I know from either being there or just contact through Babika or whatever, and try to find a place that's looking for farmers for like an experimental crop. Like they need people who have a lot of experience farming, and they're trying out like this new um, hydration system or different or a hybrid seed or like some kind of genetically
You
modified or something
you
like
call Babika and you send her a message since it's not instant right now, and she sends a message back later that says she will look into that for you.
yeah, because I would like to resettle them in a place where they could find work because right now they've got the money but they don't have another source of income.
She'll see what she can do.
Yeah.
Um, Pip, can you Percy and Clob, do you guys just go to bed?
Yeah, pretty much. Um, I got okay at writing, right? If I didn't, then I might just do that more.
Oh, you could be writing more. Percy, what would you like to do?
Um, is the barn wrapped up?
It's not quite done.
I'll help out with that.
Cool. So it's a late evening. You guys are kind of staying up late working. Pip, can I get a perception check from you?
Yes. Da, 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 da. Oh crap! I clicked the wrong button and it closed the tab. There we go. Perception
And
is.
set your drop down.
I already did.
Excellent. Excellent.
22.
Pip, as you're working, you hear footsteps in the hallway coming up behind you.
In my ship.
In the ship.
I'm gonna put my hand on a pistol.
Mm-hmm.
A pistol or a grenade pistol?
A grenade pistol. And I'm gonna turn and look down the hallway.
Nobody there.
Computer, who's on the ship?
Boop boop. Pippin, super great, awesome captain.
Thanks, thanks, computer. No, but really.
Pippin. No other recognized transponders located.
No, life signs.
Life signs. One Isoki. One chicken? And there's an asterisk.
May or may not be a dragon.
One human.
Locate the human life sign.
Boop boop. In the mess in like the galley. Down the hall where you heard the footsteps.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a normal pistol. um, just from over in the stash, and then start heading over towards the galley.
So you start walking towards the galley. Are you proceeding stealthily?
I am indeed. I presume you
But I
would
will need
like
a
one of those
stealthy check.
checks.
A sneaky check.
25.
You get right up to the door and you listen. And you hear breathing right inside. Like someone who's been, like, maybe ran or is excited and trying to hide their breathing, but not quite doing it.
I'm gonna very slowly. I'm not gonna like do the automatic door. I'm gonna grab the, there's like a little handle in the ground for when the power's out, and I'm just gonna slowly pull it up, which should slowly slide the door manually open.
and from inside pops out a human with a mask and a hat, sort of dirty clothing similar to what Logie had on, but this is a young man. You can see his eyes. He's not wrinkled, and he points this big hand cannon right in your face.
Oh, I'm already gonna have pulled the trigger if he jumped out.
Excellent. All right, go ahead. Let's roll initiative.
Alrighty.
Just you two.
Really hope it's not someone I know.
Initiative
Wow.
is 2.
Right now, just Pip.
Hey, natural 20 on
I
initiative.
did it, so
Excellent.
do you want to put us all on?
He rolled less than that,
So,
so
I
you get
shoot.
to shoot him first.
That was quick draw, everybody. That was
Oh yeah, just
because I was out and ready, and being very stealthy. So
and you were just like, I'm gonna shoot whatever pops around, and he was hoping to pop out and threaten you. But then you had a gun.
right. The gun I have is, I believe you said, were they all laser pistols or were there any just like regular pistols?
It was all laser pistols in there
Okay, so this is just
because
that.
those are cheap and disposable and easy to get.
So are regular pistols.
Oh well, there might be some regular pistols interspersed.
Yeah, I guess you could 3D print them.
Yeah, I would have grabbed that. Yeah, it's like a tactical semi-auto pistol. Is
Yeah,
what I
they might have
grabbed.
those too. Yeah.
Cool. That's what I grabbed then. It's a 9-round analog, and I fire. So, plus 5, 24 on the shoot
That
bang.
hits.
Man, you
Bang.
have 24s today.
Yeah, right? There's a bunch of like 22, 25, 22, 24. Then I need a D6. And I add half my level because of weapon specialty. Small arms. So 6.
Yes, you do have small arms.
And then I'm gonna shout for asshole.
Would I not be on the ship as well because I was doing that stuff to try to contact Rebecca? No, I guess I could have done that through my hand terminal.
Yeah.
Never mind.
He's going to return fire. Does a 12 hit your KAC?
Does a 12 hit my KAC? Not quite. 13
Excellent.
KAC.
So he just sort of bang, and after you've shot him, that kind of sends him reeling. The shot goes wild. But now everybody outside does hear from inside the ship.
Our ship's not
and,
soundproof?
Damn it, Pip.
I mean, I assume like the door is open, probably.
Okay, if that's how he got on, I wouldn't have.
Well, he may have left it open.
Okay.
Well, we hear it either way, and I'm like, damn it, Pip. And I want to go running.
Yeah, let's say you were smart enough to close it, but he left it open.
All right.
That,
Curious how he got on my ship.
yeah. If he's not dead, we could interrogate him.
Chicken sabotage.
Klob and Manala, can I have perception checks from you two as well?
Okay.
And guns are loud.
Yeah, they are.
But ships are soundproof.
Are they?
I mean,
I don't know why they would be.
all right, maybe not soundproof, but there's a
They're-
lot of metal in between us and there.
They're airtight, and there's a lot of metal, like...
So that you'd hear like a boom, boom.
I actually still haven't put any points in perception. Okay, that's going to change next level.
Yeah.
You both rush over, but just a little too late, you hear the rumble of some kind of motor or engine as 3 of these buggies come around come over around a ridge and start just pedal to the metal, ripping towards the ship. And very soon they're going to be among you. Logie's coming out with the shotgun, like, what the hell's going on?
We're still all on comms, correct?
Yeah.
Over comms, like, incoming fire, 3 bogeys on the ground, waiting for the ship.
Asshole acts on my initiative. And I call
Okay.
him at the end of my turn.
Yeah, he's with you.
Okay, so he's gonna zip in down the hallway around, and fly into the room to flank the guy from the other side,
Totally cool.
and shoot at him.
Do it.
Do. That's a 14.
14 hits.
It's EAC because asshole has a laser pistol.
Hits both.
Excellent.
He's not well armored.
For 4 damage.
Oh, that just nails him, and he holds it, and now it's you. Unless giving asshole an order is an action.
Oh, is it the second round? And
Yeah.
oh, okay. Then it's okay. Then it's my turn. Yeah, I got it.
I'm just gonna say asshole was far away. You know.
No worries. Then, let's see. I'm going to shoot at him again.
That hits.
Let me roll the damage. And then I'm gonna shout for the computer, like, seal the cargo bay doors. Make sure no one comes in the airlock unless they've got a transponder. Unless they're crew.
Understood.
And I'm gonna like run right up on this guy. I shot him again, and I'm gonna like jump on him.
Cool. You can. Yeah. That'd be your action, but you can
okay.
be right on his tail.
All right.
He's turns and starts running down the hallway towards the bridge, firing backwards at you.
Through me, because I was in the doorway when this started.
Oh, you are in the doorway when this started. Then he's gonna try to barrel through you.
Okay.
Forget how these work.
We looked it up several times.
It's something like your KAC plus
10,
something else.
I believe. Combat Maneuver Starfinder. Here they are. Maneuver.
I'm trying to do them more so I remember them.
To bull rush, to knock, which is to knock the target back 5 feet. Which I believe is the one you're trying to do.
Yeah.
It's against my KAC plus 8.
Which is?
Math. 21.
He got a 21 exactly.
So he's able to push me back 5 feet. Which
Cool, so he
puts me
shoulders in and just...
still in the hallway and blocking him.
You said you were in the doorway.
First, if you push me out of the doorway, then I'm in the hallway.
Not the doorway to the ship, the doorway to the room, the mess hall you said he was in.
Yeah, here. Will you pull up the ship map? Because right now you still have the heist map up on
Yes,
Roll20.
let me bring up the ship map.
The mess is 14. Okay, yeah, so if you push me back 5 feet... Okay, no, our hallways are 10 feet wide. All right. Yeah.
So he sort of pushes you back and is now bolting towards the bridge, and because he shot at you, he bull rushed you, he can't really shoot at you now. That was his action.
All right.
He's running towards the bridge. Outside, we're kind of not really in initiative outside. These 3 trucks are getting much closer. You see on the back, they've got like turrets of some kind. Maybe they look kind of like harpoons, and they've got these big spools of cable.
Whoa.
Do I recognize what that would be for?
I'll take a culture check, Percy.
I think you're
Culture.
right.
I'm so cultured in my own culture.
You do know what these are. This is a way that people who don't have a lot of equipment or another ship will steal someone else's ship.
Oh.
They'll shoot you with the harpoons and
Nice.
kind of overload the ship so that
Oh.
it can't. Its systems fail. Like its systems kind of get locked down or shorted out.
I will calmly relay this to the team. Guys are trying to take our freaking ship!
That's what it sounds like. They're fuck what? A ship.
Yeah. Is there anything that I can do to absolutely wreck these bitches?
You have a gun?
Yeah,
What kind of gun?
I have an arc pistol.
A little stun gun.
Stun gun with a range of like 20 feet, 30 feet.
50.
50.
Okay, 50. Then yeah, you got a stun gun. You got a little zapper.
I can start shooting at these bitches.
Cool.
All right. Let's see. Okay, 3. Okay. I guess I should say what I'm doing. Is there a way I can take out the vehicle so they can't continue their approach?
You can shoot at the vehicles as they get within 50 feet of you, which is very close.
That's still probably an easier target than the people, right?
The people inside seem to be pretty well protected.
Yeah, so I'll shoot at the vehicle, like the wheels.
Sure.
Cool. And does 16 hit?
16 does hit.
Great, I will roll some damage. All right.
Cool. You're firing your laser pistol at this metal truck, like, pew, 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 and it's leaving little scorch marks on it where you hit it.
Okay.
Percy Klob.
I would love to charge up. I don't have my weapons with me, so I'm just going to have to charge up from the barn and head into the ship. The gates are closed, yeah? I mean, am I already in there, or am I still
You were not
outside?
in the ship.
Yeah.
Pip told the ship to close everything.
Yeah, and did you? So can I get in? Like, I'm just going to assume that I can get in. I don't know what's going on. So like, they're taking the ship. Ride the thing as fast as I can upwards. Stampede inwards.
Yeah, the cargo bay doors will open for you.
They will.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Even with me on the beast. On the
Yes,
beast.
they just see the ship sees the crew transponder and opens the doors.
Okay. Cool. In that case, I suppose I will charge anybody that I can see. I mean, how far into the ship do I need to go before I get to these people? Where are they? Yeah, Cobbs.
You run inside through the cargo bay.
Mhm.
So you look down the hall and you see Pip, and then a dude running towards the bridge.
Go
We're
ahead.
back.
We're being jammed.
We're being jammed by who?
Anyway, we're back. Yes, Klob, you see that in front of you is Pip, and then in front of Pip is some guy running towards the bridge with a gun.
Right.
And your lizard doesn't really maneuver in these hallways very
All right.
well.
I want to like try to boost off of it and leap forward and just go into a full sprint. I don't know if that's remotely possible. My acrobatics are not that great.
Give me an acrobatics or dexterity check, whatever makes sense.
Right. They're the same. The cow is not.
You hit the handbrake on the bird and it throws you forward.
If the
Yes.
cow was really good at jumping, that would be amazing.
Oh, I tried so hard that I did it right.
You it's not graceful, but you sort of land on your feet and you keep running and you're able to run past Pip.
Noir run 40 rounds per whatever it is, 40 feet per round. That's it.
Nice.
Cool.
40 rounds
I
per
just sprint down at that guy, horns first. Ah!
Nice.
Let's look how far you get. Launch. I'll give you 15 feet for that launch. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You're right on his tail.
Yeah.
You run past Pip and you're right behind him.
I'm coming for him.
Stampede in the goal.
And back to Pip.
All right.
Oh, am I not?
Are you not inside, are you?
I'm not inside, but are we not outside? My knowledge was shooting at things.
Oh, we can do something. I was going to do one round inside and then come back outside.
Okay, go ahead.
But if you had something to do, we can do that right now.
No, go for Pip.
Pip,
Remind me where everyone is.
it's you, Klob, dude, going to the bridge. He's about 20 feet away from the bridge.
Okay. I'm going to. Where's Chicken right now?
You don't know.
Okay.
God, they've got a hostage.
No, I just meant like when I was looking at life signs, I didn't see where Chicken was.
You didn't ask it where Chicken was. You just asked for life signs and then asked where that
Yeah.
human life sign was.
Okay. He's not at the bridge door yet.
Not quite.
Okay. Computer, lock down the bridge.
Affirmative.
Between a bull and a hard place.
And then I'm gonna just charge at this guy like, "Ah!" and like jump up on him.
Cool.
And be like, "Get the fuck off of my ship!" And I'm gonna leap onto him, and I guess I'm gonna grapple him.
Mhm.
So I need to do a melee attack roll. This is gonna end badly. Do D20 plus. I think it's 2. It's 2. Can I use acrobatics in this situation, perhaps?
To do what?
I mean, acrobatics
climbing
would be like
up
to
onto
escape.
the guy.
But you can
No,
be
okay.
on him. But like, if you would like to restrict his movements in some way, it's going to
Alright.
involve strength.
I was trying to see if I could get away with some Pat Rothfuss bullshit. I accidentally did a GM roll, so it only rolled to you. But that was
I see it,
that
and
was
it's
a
not great.
4.
A quattro. You get on, and he kind of like shrugs you off because you're not very big, and it seems like that jacket he had on is kind of loose.
Okay.
Oh, there go my earphones. Nobody say anything important.
42 is the meaning of life, the universe, and everything.
What?
Nothing.
Dang it, I missed it.
And then asshole's gonna shoot.
Cool. As you rip his jacket off, it's another GM roll. Not enough.
Whoops.
As you rip his jacket off, you see he's got this vest on, this sort of like semi-armored vest on under it.
Mm-hmm.
And on the front are grenade, 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 with strings attached to all the pins.
Can I? Like string, like a suicide bomber?
It looks like it's meant so that he could blow himself up if he wanted to.
Wow.
Why? They're trying to steal the ship, not hurt it. Great.
You remember Loki saying something, something, something cultists.
You did say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They hate technology. They hate cans! Stay away from the cans!
New
This
age
is what we
limit.
get for helping this damn farmer. Go ahead.
Who?
Not my turn.
Oh, okay. His turn. He grabs the strings, and he says, through the mask, he says, it's just a bandana. He says, "This ship belongs to the Black Masks. Get off before I blow off the whole front end."
It seems you're using the thing you want as collateral here.
I am. You've kind of got me in a corner here.
I'll be honest, I didn't think this one through.
Does this look like Plan A to you?
Klob, can you blow his head off?
Still charging, right? Like,
Yeah.
Am I
Bob
anywhere
does not
near
have a
mine yet?
gun.
I'm not trying to stop. He's not being nice.
All right, yeah, Klob, hit him.
What's the...
Cool.
Okay.
And he says, "You touch me, I'd pull this."
I
don't-
touch him.
I don't believe him. Yeah.
All right.
What's the situation?
hope
Okay,
there's blood.
before you resolve this, what is the status of the situation outside? Because that's where Percy and I are.
Outside, the cars are now circling the ship, and I think one of you could do something before they begin firing these harpoons into the ship.
Okay.
Do they have like a person on the harpoon on the back? Is it like a gunner position, or is it like?
Mhm.
I want to target that guy.
Sure.
I would like
Right.
to tackle one of those persons on the other one.
Off of a moving vehicle.
It'll be awesome.
It'll be epic.
Is his little bomb thing? Is that what kind of bomb thing is it? Is it like
Awesome.
really just dynamite, or is it actually a like a piece of technology?
He looks like he's got 6 explosive devices of some kind on his chest with strings going to pins.
What do you want me to roll?
It looks like some of them are technological, some of them might just be chemical. And yes, I would like you to roll Maynala.
I'm saying, what do you want me to roll? Do you want me to do like...
This feels like since you're trying to time when to leap onto a moving car to tackle someone off without being hit by the car. Dex.
Okay.
And
Well,
sorry, Percy, that doesn't hit.
I am
why
aware.
not?
Can't hit things, and when I do hit things, I
Sweet.
no damage.
Does the Morning Lord's blessing reach into space? No.
Conspiracy Lord.
If you had rolled lower than a 10, I would have said you got hit by a car.
Cool.
But I'm going to say you run and jump and kind of get a hand on one of them, but then kind of lose it as the car keeps going.
Got it.
And you sort of end up in a heap on the dust. And then one fires its harpoon, patunk. Another fires it, patunk. And the third one fires, patunk.
Overcoms. They're harpooning the ship. We can't stop them. We're gonna.
You
keep
hear it
trying.
tip. Tung, tung, tung.
I know exactly what that sound is, and I'm just
Uh,
more pissed.
Klob, do you hit him?
Sorry, like yeah, I still just want to know about the controller. Does it look like it has a battery? Is this
No,
an
I said
electric
it's a
thing?
string.
strings.
Oh, it's literally pull strings. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you meant like cords. Oh, got it. Okay,
Get his
Cut his arms
arm
off.
close. Yeah, just get his arm.
It's a dead man's string.
I'm gonna tackle this dude hardcore.
All right, give me a.
I mean, I'll try to bat the thing away as I tackle him. I'm focusing more on that than just hurting him, but I'm tackling him.
Cool. Go ahead. Give me a check, a strength check, to, or is it an attack roll? It should be an attack roll. To grapple him and keep his hand away from the strings.
Cool. That it's just a normal attack.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's got to be his KAC plus 8.
Okay. Neat.
Yeah, normal melee attack.
Boom.
That just beats it.
Yes.
You grab him. He goes to yank it, but you kind of grab all of the strings, and so he can't.
He's just yanking at my strength.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you've kind of half got him in a grapple. Then outside, you guys see those cables, those electrical cables, start arcing into the ship, and the sort of thrusters start to activate, clearly kind of burning themselves. They're being overridden by these cables that are shot into the ship, and it's the whole ship starts to lift up off the ground. They're not articulating at all, but they're on and lifting the ship, and then start sort of tense.
So these
At the
cables are stiffening, like turning into poles.
He said
No,
they're sending electricity through
They're
it.
sending power into the ship, which is turning on the thrusters so that it's just hovering now,
Floating? Okay.
and it's sort of now putting tension on the cables and sort of lifts some of the cars up a little bit. It seems they didn't bring quite enough cars, but they're figuring it out, and now they're trying to drive the cars away.
Are they easier targets now while this is going on?
They are now going much slower.
Okay, I'd like to shoot at them some more.
Excellent. Shoot at them some more. Everybody inside feels the whole ship kind of lifting off without engaging its artificial gravity, which is a very strange feeling. That hits Manala.
Okay, I want to shoot if I can. I mean, like, the inside the vehicle looks like I won't penetrate. So yeah, one of the people who was on the back for the harpoon. Not one
Cool.
26. That would be cool.
Go ahead and roll some damage on him. 6. Nice.
Okay.
Really? Your shock pistol does D6 damage?
Yes.
Wow.
It's an arc
It's
pistol.
stun, so it's not regular damage.
Oh, okay.
It is
It's energy.
while in stun mode. Oh wait, they could be in more normal mode or move it to stun mode. Never mind.
I think I'm in normal mode.
Set your phasers to kill.
Yeah, it's more
Yeah.
like, it seems like it's more
I like how
phases
many
than
shots
actual
am I allowed
stuff.
to take? Like, can I just keep taking some more shots? Like,
Let's roll real initiative because now we're all fighting.
okay. I rolled from before as a 1 if you want to just keep that.
And I still have my roll from before, which was 20 something, 22.
Yep. Pip has the 20.
No, 22.
Oh, 22.
It was a natural 20 plus my dexterity.
You're right,
of
it
2.
was. Percy got a 19.
0.05, please.
So why do you have a .05?
Just puts. I think it's the Dex modifier or whatever. Just if there's a tie, they go to that. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
My character, she does all the work.
If you do it like that, it just automatically sorts like that. If for dexterity.
I am super dexty. All my
Okay.
fingers.
So let's say that truck is going to move sort of its full distance away from you, and one of the harpoon guy on the back who you just zapped, is going to take a shot at you with some kind of big sort of slug thrower rifle. Oops.
I also want to, like, I don't know if it's possible, but use my movement, like, obviously to keep closing the distance between us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
27 hits you.
Yes, it does. Surprising.
Shocking, I know.
Yeah.
Is it shocking damage?
Probably.
It's very surprising damage.
Incredibly unexpected.
Oh my god.
Too many tabs.
It's a thing.
You take 5 points of piercing damage as he sort of raises this rifle and fires.
Gotcha. Okay.
Next up, Pip. You're inside. This guy is pinned under Club.
This might get a little dark for a moment. Please
Oh,
forgive
boy.
me. Asshole, get me the welder!
Wow.
An asshole flies into the engine room, grabs the thing I use to cut metal,
I don't think we're rated for this.
and
Pick.
flies it to my hand.
You
And
know how this was a PG-13 show.
the arm that is attempting to pull the pins, I take the welder to that arm. The camera can pan away if it's PG-13.
Oh, man. You cut his arm off?
He's trying to pull the string.
Give me a melee attack roll.
The good news is it's instantly cauterized.
The thing is, when you try and F with my ship, do I get any kind of bonuses because he's pinned by Klob?
I'm going to allow you to attempt to cut his arm off.
Whoa. Ugh.
Oh, it smells! Ugh.
Cow's not looking.
Here goes nothing. 18.
That hits his KAC, so I will let you sort of off his hand.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have to do the whole arm, just like...
Because that was easiest.
Yeah, that was the part that was flailing out and trying to pull. I just grabbed the arm.
Yeah, it's off.
It's not just a weld, it's like a spinning welding blade.
Yeah, it's a cutter.
And the tightness of the strings flings back, and his hand, the hand just goes right back onto the nades, relieving
Yeah.
the tension in the strings.
Yeah. He is going to try to break this grapple.
He doesn't pass out from shock.
Well, he's all freaking out right now.
The adrenaline is
Yeah,
rushing.
he-
I
His-
assume
got an
you're
adrenaline
daring,
rush.
right? Or no?
He was about to blow himself up. Like, I feel like...
Bob, can you give me a strength check? It's opposed to his. He did pretty well. He got a 20.
I got some strength.
Oh shit! I don't have that much strength.
No strengths.
He breaks out of your grapple,
Trying to hobble away.
and he sort of presses himself up against the door to the bridge and starts groping for the strings. But that was his action, so he can't interact with that object on this turn. Club. Oh wait, no. Wait, hang on. It's not even his turn. Never mind. That doesn't happen yet. Percy.
Okay, we can wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. So the cars aren't moving anymore. Are they like up on their front wheels or something, kind of like pulling on the
No,
dirt?
they're moving now. They've sort of settled and they're slowly towing the whole ship away. And this, is how they do it. They overload the thrusters to make it float, and then they tow it away.
Got it. Then I'll just start shooting a harpooner.
Cool. Harpooner.
Harpooner.
That hits.
I like
that
them
very
apples. Right. Guess what? Is that 20 plus a CR?
Sure is.
Then that is a fucking... What was that? D8.
Damn.
Boom! 12 damage.
Nice. That actually kills that guy.
Oh, nice. I was gonna say he can also be off target or flat-footed. But
He's better.
doesn't
He's
matter.
dead.
Both
The
super
most
forever.
flat-footed you could ever be.
He
Dead.
pops up to shoot at you, and you're just like, quick draw.
Silence. So it goes.
Yeah. And he sort of slumps over the harpoon and then falls off the back of the truck and lays there.
Nice.
Uh,
The harpoon is still active, though, right?
yes.
Okay. I'll use my movement to chase after it, I guess.
Sure. Truck number 2 is going to shoot at Percy because you just killed one of the guys.
I did. It felt really good. I didn't chop his
Murder.
arm off, but
23, I feel like hits you.
I feel like that hits me too.
And you take 5 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
Bang!
Oof.
Oof.
Emergency beer.
Love that game. Such a fun game. Now it's the guy who's going to try to break free of Clob, and because I messed up, he's going to re-roll that.
Damn.
You got a 16 this time, Clob.
16 is. Oh, sorry. I need another strength check.
Yeah, because I'm letting you re-roll it because I messed up before.
Sorry, I see.
18, you beat it. You've still got him. He's not going nowhere.
Yes.
For a brief moment, he thought he made it.
And now it's your turn, Clob.
Ah, damn that arm. That's what you get. Don't break the rules of the spaceship. I guess.
Just gonna like try to. So okay, the strings he has to pull them to activate, right?
Mm-hmm. If he yanks all the strings, it pulls all the pins.
Yeah, I'm just going to. I don't have a fucking knife.
Well, he's already missing a hand, but
That's true. I guess I'm just going to grab his arm and try to secure that as best as possible, and then
Chop
like
off the
hold
other
him
arm.
so that no, don't chop off the other arm.
I can't pull the strings.
When I was enough, I want to try to hold him so that Pip can like get to the strings, and I'm gonna yell, "Cut the strings right at the base! You can't pull them if there's no strings."
All right, cool. So you just give me another sort of grapple check to fully restrain him.
Just another like attack.
Yeah. He's really fighting. You're trying to restrain him, but you're having trouble keeping him under control. But Pip, he does say that. He tells you to cut the strings.
This one-armed human is insane.
He's wiggly.
Yeah.
He grew up on a farm.
He's gotten even more aerodynamic.
Mainala, your turn.
What I want to do is, if I can close the distance between me and one of the vehicles, is go up and climb onto. Sorry. No way. Sorry.
That's a hand.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time. If this is the windshield and like this is the front of the car, I want to jump onto it such that I'm facing the windshield and then try to use my daze attack on the driver of the vehicle.
Sure. Give me a strength check because I feel like you're just like
Trying really hard.
pounding it, running as hard as you
You're
can.
Winter Soldier on the freeway right now.
Oh yeah, you are Winter Soldier on the freeway right now.
Check.
Steering wheel.
Is your day's attack the stun gun, or is it something else? Just wondering.
My daze is a racial ability.
Oh, you just like antenna mind daze them? Nice.
Oh wait, so you're Mantis on Thanos.
Yeah, man. Except not that intense. Doesn't matter.
You can't quite get up in front of it, but you're kind of nearly alongside it.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's fine. I was like, maybe I should have used my whole movement to just like run, but
Would you like to do anything else right now as you are now next to a moving truck?
Oh, I can use Psychokinetic Hand. I use Psychokinetic Hand to move the steering wheel to go closer to me, but further away from the ship and the harpoon. Just basically throw it off course.
What is your like spell casting ability for all of your spells and abilities?
So, if
if
Like,
these
is
are
it
racial
charisma?
abilities, it's charisma. For racial
oh yeah,
abilities,
it's charisma. But so Psychokinetic Hand is.
Then give me a charisma check as you try to use your psychokinetic hand to muscle it out of his hands.
I have to be close, and I feel like I'm close.
You're close.
Charisma.
Excellent. You sort of reach out with it, and then you see through the grates that are the windows. You see him fighting with it in there, and then it kind of breaks free, and it's about to hit you, but then swerves away. Kind of swerves, gets to the end of the tether, boink, and then flips on its side. Is now being dragged by your ship.
Great. Amazing. Okay, cool. Good back, Evan. Great, great, great.
After that is truck 3, which is flipped over. Pip.
Okay. So, Clob's holding him down. He's achieving that. He told me to cut the strings. I've already got a cutter.
You do.
I'm just gonna cut as many strings as I can. Especially if they're all wired together, there's probably some strings that are like closer to the grenades that are probably like where they all come together.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that without any care as to whether or not I cut this guy in the process.
Give me a melee attack roll.
All right.
So no skill check for doing it, because you don't care if you're a jerk.
The
Natural
strings were
20.
actually fuses.
You, you've got fast hands.
Mm-hmm.
You're good at doing sort of quick repairs on ships in battle and stuff, and you just are very nimbly able to grab the strings and.
Since I got a natural 20,
Yeah.
Can I make it look like I'm flubbing cutting the strings and cut into him? You don't fuck with my ship. I'm sorry.
I'll just say that you just cut the strings
and keep going.
And then you hit him.
All right.
You also singe some of Clob's fur.
Fire.
What kind of damage would you like for this cutting tool?
How about a D6?
All right. Does it count as a small arm?
No, it's a melee weapon.
How about his arm? Does that count as a small arm?
5 points of
But I got-
damage. He's looking super hurt. He's looking very near death. As he's sort of clutching this wound.
Small arm with
Whoops.
the demoralizing
You
bonus.
also feel as that truck gets overturned, the whole ship start to list.
All right. With that,
To starboard.
since the grenades are disconnected and Klob's got this under control, I'm just gonna drop the cutting tool onto my belt and get up, and book it for. Do I want the bridge or the engine room? None of the above. I go for one of the weapon control areas. Which one? Probably the gyro laser?
Do you guys have ventral weapons?
Turret, particle beam.
That's on the top.
Oh, anything on the bottom? No, I've got forward, port, starboard, aft, and the turret.
The turret could potentially try to shoot down there. It can shoot 360 degrees, but shooting under you may be challenging.
They're directly under us? I thought they were like
They're
on
not
either
directly
side.
under you.
They're
They're
the
kind of like
sides.
coming out and in, so you might be able to hit them from up there. It may be more challenging. The waist lasers might be easier.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'll do one of the laser cannons at port or starboard.
Cool.
I'm gonna book it over there and get ready to start shooting at these trucks.
Do it. You get in.
I already did my action this turn, so
But you're in now.
yeah.
After Pip, Percy.
So
You
the
see
one,
one of the laser cannons kind of and point down.
Oh. Near me?
Kinda. You're near a
Is it the-
truck.
Is it the car I'm chasing?
Hard to say.
Well, the one I'm chasing doesn't have a gunner, right?
No, not currently anybody outside.
Another one is flipped over, and there's another one that's still fully operational, right?
Mm-hmm.
How far away is the last one that has a gunner?
You could shoot it.
All right, great. I will shoot him.
Percy the gunslinger.
I am the gunslinger. Toodaloo. Wah, wah, wah.
That hits.
Chick-a-chick. Wah, wah, wah. That is not 20 plus CR. Unless the CR is -2.
It is not, sorry. But 3 damage, clinging off the car, but you hit him. You wing him once.
Bleed.
I hope everyone else is enjoying this fight's. I'm super on edge. I don't know what you guys are gonna do.
I don't know what is gonna happen, or if
Uh,
and
You
we
guys are
don't know.
doing super well so far.
I will also step away from the truck that I'm next to.
Excellent. Um, the truck that had that gunner is going to shoot back at you and miss. You know, he's hurt, so he's trying to hold the rifle, and you're standing there all cool, not even taking cover, and it's like,
Damn, you look badass.
the thrusters are making your cool scarf blow in the breeze,
Eh. Got some wheat in my mouth. I don't know where it came from.
and you're just like walking forward, shooting at this guy.
Going wider. No!
The guy in Klob's arms, you feel him struggling, and then he kind of goes limp.
Ugh.
Hey, blood out.
Well, good. That's what you get for bringing big bombs on a spaceship. Step on our ship, follow our.
cannon thing. It looks really cool.
I'm gonna try to take off his vest. I don't like it.
You're gonna try to remove the vest.
Yeah.
Cool. It's just a vest. It's just
Yeah.
sewn on there. You.
I'll take at least this at turn. Getting off the vest and putting it somewhere safe in my pack so that I can bring it so that nobody can just take it.
Yeah, you rip it off.
Cool.
Anything else?
No, I mean, next person, that's 6 seconds. I at least take 6 seconds doing that.
I'm thinking it's like a cloth leather vest he's wearing. You ripped it off.
Oh, okay. I guess, sure.
You could move.
Yeah, I'll just Pip lock this place up. Like, how can I seal him in here or something?
You're in the hallway, but you can like throw him in someone's room and lock the door. Or the actually, we're kind of outside the mess, which means the room across is like the meeting room thing. Like
It's a single door entry room.
yeah, it's like a lounge.
Cool.
Dining
Yeah, I'll
room.
toss him in there.
Also, the airlock is right next to where you guys are.
A little
That's a
forward, but yeah.
great prison. I will temporarily use the airlock as a prison.
The airlock
Going in
is
the airlock.
the opposite end of the galley, isn't it?
No, you guys are right by the bridge.
Oh, we're by the
And
bridge now. You're right. Yeah, then we're right next to the airlock.
Yeah, this is the airlock right there.
Cool.
Throw him in there. Throw him out of there. Whatever you want.
Throw him in there. Seal it. Lock it. Do not throw him out. Just leave him in there for now. We'll figure out what to do with him later.
Can
Cool.
we spence another? Jimmy Neutron reference.
Cool. Club Maynala.
Okay. So that one truck is on its side, right? Being dragged along.
Yeah.
Do they seem like pretty incapacitated by this change of events?
You can't see in the truck, but the truck is being dragged at about 10 miles an hour.
My knife is pretty nice, but I feel like it could not cut these cables.
No.
Do you think that if I was able to, again, I'm like doing all these acrobatics things, which is not what I'm good at, but I want to like jump onto the side of the truck as it's being dragged, and such that I can like get my pistol at really close range to the cable and shoot it, so like I can break the cable.
Give it a shot. You're not shooting a physical projectile. It's like a shock, and these cables are conducting electricity. So who knows if it'll work?
Trying to think. I don't know if I have a better weapon. Okay.
Probably not all.
What do you want me to roll for that? Just to attack?
Jumping on there?
Oh, yeah.
I'd say acrobatics,
Yeah, I would too.
because it's an awkward thing that's moving, and you got to nimbly jump up on it.
Is indeed. Hey.
You run up and you jump and you just poof, nail this thing, get the wind knocked out of you, but you're like, that's okay, that was the plan.
Yeah.
Ribs.
Right?
And you crawl up onto the harpoon thing,
Cool.
and you see there is a sort of release latch.
Oh. Okay. Can I just do that?
Yeah, give me a strength check to pull that latch.
Okay. That's a whole separate different color. Roll bad.
You're yanking on it. It's starting to go, but this is a weird angle, and you're trying to hold on, and like, you know, it's assuming that you can brace on the truck of the truck bed, but you're trying to do it sideways with one hand while moving.
Yeah,
It's
so
starting to move.
It might take a while.
Where's Bree?
She's back at the place.
Back at the ranch.
Speaking
Want
of,
to fight?
as we're back to the top, you see on one of those riding birds is Cell, your sister Pip. You see through the gun turret, and then next to her on that big riding mule lizard thing, another one of them, is Bree,
Wow.
riding not nearly as confidently as Clob does.
I'm the best.
Bree leaps off of it onto the car with Maynala on it.
Okay.
Sort of looks at you, looks at the latch, grabs it, and then chunk releases it.
Great.
Does she wink at my Nala?
She does not have a chance because all this tension being released suddenly whips the cable up.
Yeah.
And can I get reflex saves from both of you?
Yeah. That's
Well,
what
from you, and I'll do Breeze.
I was expecting such.
So smooth.
Manali, you duck out of the way, but Bree looks like she took the brunt of that cable hitting her as she's sort of tossed from the vehicle and
Can I
lands in the
try to
dust.
grab her?
I mean, you can. She's huge.
Yeah, but can I try?
Sure, you can try.
Okay, like before she falls off, like if she's teetering back from that, like.
She's not teetering. She got nailed and thrown.
Oh, okay, I'll still try to grab her.
Yeah.
She
What do
just
I roll?
ragdolled.
What do I roll for that?
Dex, because you're trying to snatch.
All these things are plus 0. I'm pretty sure.
I'm sorry, it feels like a Dex
it's
thing.
cool. It's all the things I'm choosing to do, you know?
You can grab her, but you'll probably go with her if you do.
Yeah, I don't do it.
All right, so she gets hit,
Never mind.
thrown. You stay firmly on this thing. You don't get hit. The car stops.
She's gonna slide to a stop, yeah.
Pip and Clob, pretty quickly. Pip and Clob on the ship, you feel you were listing to starboard, but now, as that cable is released, you just suddenly go up way too high to port now, and you feel the ship starting to turn. You guys are now kind of, Clob, you're sort of standing on the left, on the port wall. Pip, you're harnessed in, so you just feel that it's moving, but you now have a shot directly down at the other two cars.
Hey, I do what Clob does.
You do. Clob is sort of dancing across the port wall as the whole ship lists to the left.
All right. I've got a good shot, so...
I'm not going to make you roll damage. Mm-hmm. If you hit, you will destroy them.
All right. Plus 5. 21.
21. You hit the first one. And the ship is still getting this sort of weird power being pushed into its thrusters, but less now. So now you're sort of cabled from your rear quarter, and you sort of do this weird aerial slide move as you drag this other buggy behind you, and then the ship...
Oh, I was about to say, because this happens in 6 seconds and I just shot it, I was going to be like, oh shit. Clob, start the engines!
Clob, you run, but there's not enough time. You're only about maybe 50 feet above the ground, and suddenly weightless.
Oh no!
As you fall, slide through the dirt. Pip, you got your hands on the bulkhead, and you're like, "Come on, hold together, baby."
I thought there were still more trucks.
What?
I thought there were more trucks than that, but...
There is one more, but one can't...
Yeah, I thought there was more than one. That's why I shot. It's cool.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's good. It's good. Keep going.
Okay. And you slide, and you're feeling the bulkheads, waiting for something to snap. Thankfully, nothing does. Nothing catastrophic breaks.
The ship stops?
The ship... You feel it kind of... there's lots and lots of caves and caverns and stuff. It sort of settles and sort of breaks through the top crust a little bit and then stops.
All right. Since I still have my movement, I'm going to leap off out of this...
All the red emergency lights are on.
Out of this thing. Run out through the airlock. I'm just going to pass the guy that's in there.
Mm-hmm.
And run out towards... I can see there's these dudes and there's these trucks. There's a few, like, in the distance that we left behind. Is there anyone who looks like a boss?
One guy climbing out of one of those trucks has a black mask with red markings on it that look like teeth.
He looks special.
He looks a little bigger, a little older than the other guys.
That's an NPC with a name.
I'm gonna start.
He doesn't say Raider. He's got a name.
I want to have. Well, no, Klob's still holding the vest. I just want to run at this guy and be screaming like, "What the hell did you do to my ship?"
Excellent.
Go to my ship.
And I'm just like this little rat is running at him full bore.
Rabbit assault.
All right.
Get rabies.
Fantastic.
That's my
Would you
turn.
like to roll an intimidation check?
Sure. Intimidate. I have -1 intimidation. Do. 2.
He
Excellent.
sees the shadow. He hears the voice. He starts to get scared. He looks up. It's a rat.
I wanted to grab the vest with me so I can throw it at him.
Percy, it's your turn. That would have gotten you bonus points.
Yeah. Klob had it.
What do you
though.
say, Percy?
How far away am I from this wreck? Am I keeping
Maybe
up
100
with
feet.
it? Okay.
It slid quite a ways.
Alright, well, I'll just... my movement's... 40, I think. Yeah.
You can get
I'll
up to like where the trucks are.
Okay. I'll just do that.
Cool. You running up here and you see Pip charging at this large human who just climbed out of one of these wrecked trucks.
Ooh, this gonna be good.
Pip, as you are running at this guy, you just see him sort of look down at you with this look of disdain. He's got no hat, he's bald, and sort of pulls out of his jacket this large sawed-off weapon of some kind,
Okay.
and is going to shoot at you.
Okay.
He's standing up on top of the wreck, and he's kind of
Yeah.
dizzy because he just pulls, and he's going to fire.
Pretty much exactly like that, Brandon.
Does a 13 hit your KAC?
I think it exactly hits my KAC. It's 13.
It just barely gets you.
Shotgun blast.
Good thing we got few
7
armor.
points of piercing damage,
Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
and you are knocked back 5 feet.
My ship. Leap bang.
It was partially the pellets, but also there's some kind of other thing in that shell that's like an air blast sort of thing that poof, poof.
Just hits the dirt and slides a little bit.
You know, you're knocked prone, but you get back up.
All right.
If this was the show, you'd be knocked down and then get back up immediately. And he's gonna shout, "Whoever's not dead, let's get out of here!"
Is there still the one remaining harpoon in the ship?
Yeah. And you see the other people, the last maybe 4 who have survived this bungled attack are turning to go,
Okay.
Is there anything that I
attempting
can do
to
to prevent
retreat.
that?
What?
I mean, like, are we going in initiative order still?
Yeah, it's Klopp's turn now.
Okay, cool.
Cool. We all got tumbled and tussled and tossed like a salad. And
Yeah, you like. Give
Yeah.
me a fortitude save to see how tumbled you got.
Sure. Extra tumble.
Straight up Tumblr. No graphic images, please.
Topical. Klopp, you got nailed pretty hard.
Ooh.
But you're tough. You've been beat up
Don't
before.
put it on Tumblr.
You kind of open your eyes, and then there's the red lights, and then you get up and you put your hands on your forehead, and you're bleeding, but you're kind of shake it off, and you're like, I'll deal with that later.
Which one of the enemies? Do I have any clue? What like?
You know how to get out of the ship.
I mean, but I do have any clue where Pip is.
No, you know where Pip is.
All right, I'm gonna stumble my way through the halls and try to find other people.
You can ask the computer too.
You know Pip was up forward.
Well, okay, I'll go that direction generally then.
Cool. You sort of stumble
Yeah.
that way.
That's a
You
good
see
point.
out of the airlock. You see Pip running towards this guy. Pip getting shot.
Ah, okay, there we go. That answers the question. I see Pick get
And you
shot.
look down. Dude is not in the airlock.
Ah, I have the vest though, right?
You have the vest.
That's fine. I don't care about him. He's armless.
And his hand cannon is here too.
He's
Take that.
armless.
Oh, pick up his hand cannon.
I'll pick up the hand cannon. I'm going to. Can I shoot the guy at Pip from here, or is this through a
You can
window?
try. You're pretty far away, but you can try.
How pretty far?
You think you're outside the effective range of this weapon,
Okay, I will.
but you never know.
I'm going to opt to sprint towards him instead of firing from this range.
Cool.
My aim's not that great. Got big hands.
Excellent.
This-
I'm going to say, because these guys is, well, Mainala, you get a turn before they get to go again. So real fast.
Okay. Can I get close enough to that guy, the big guy, like to be in semi-close range?
What's your movement speed?
I think it's the same as Percy. I think it's like 40. It's not more than that. It's 30 or 40.
You could get within 20 to 30 feet of him.
Okay. I've got a choice between doing a dispiriting taunt or daze, and I think I'm gonna go for daze because that means he can't take any actions for a round.
Can he move? Okay,
Yeah.
go for it.
So
You try to hit him with a
He'll
daze.
still be
What's the
standing on
DC?
truck.
It is 14. We found out today with much math.
So he's still standing on the truck. He called for everyone to leave, and they're just turning to leave, right?
And they haven't had a turn yet.
Yeah.
He rolled a 14 exactly.
Damn it, Jim.
And he's
All right.
on truck 1.
All right. I think I can do this as a bonus action. I like look at Pip and that he got knocked, and I'm like, get back up. We gotta kill this guy. I wanted to say motherfucker, but we gotta kill this guy. All right. And
I've got a plan for that.
you can heal like 12.
Okay.
Just like 12.
Ah,
I
what do you want?
took 7 damage. I healed 12. I'm good.
You feeling really?
You see all the people, all these other guys are booking it out into the night.
Right.
But he's sort of standing his ground either to kill you or to cover his dudes. It's unclear, but he hasn't run away yet. And it's Pip.
And I say, "Hey, asshole, catch!" And I'm not talking to my drone this time. And I throw him a laser pistol. Does he catch it?
No, he does not attempt to catch it, but to hit a square he is in is very easy.
All right. D20 plus 5. 24 at AC 4.
He sees it come, it sort of like boop, hits his chest and falls into the truck under him, and he just looks at you like, what?
And this is... this one is a laser pistol, I think I said.
Yep.
So it does a D4.
Excellent. 3 damage. Punk.
Plus... No, that doesn't count. Wait, no, it counts as a grenade. I was like, proficiency in small arms.
Never apply.
And he falls off of the truck. Stumbles back. Blinded, burnt. Ah!
Can I try to grapple him? Oh wait, shit. So,
Percy's turn.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna shoot this guy.
Yeah.
Do it.
Nobody said not to kill him.
Screw this guy.
I don't like him.
Yeah, we don't have any questions to ask him. He
I
wanted
don't
our
wanna
ship
hit
'cause
him.
It's a nice ship.
He's scared.
Nice. You hit him, but he seems to be wearing armor under his duster.
Coward.
Truck 2. More people run away into the night. And then it's his turn, and he's going to turn and run. Sort of firing over his shoulder at you guys, but it's wild. It's just meant to be suppressing. But he doesn't have that feat.
Isn't there a thing like that?
Is he
Um,
playing? Like, do we get opportunity attacks? Like, I don't know how this works, but we were.
he's not like in melee.
Freeing fire.
All right. He's just going to use his full move to run away. Club.
It's only like 60.
All right. Well, I was sprinting as fast as I could towards him all last round. Am I now in more reasonable pistol range?
Yeah, you could shoot him from here more
I'm gonna
reasonably.
keep on running. I'm pretty sure I'm faster than him. I'm faster than most people.
You
And
are?
I'm gonna keep on shooting at him as I run. Like, don't shoot my friends!
Cool. I'm going to say, for sake of time and because I know you can, Klob, you sort of run him down and you shooting as you chase him until finally you're barely lit by the smoldering remains of those trucks and your ship's hull lights. And he sort of slumps to his knees and sort of falls forward.
Good riddance.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You look out and you see that all of his other friends have kind of scattered in many directions into the night.
All right, I'm gonna watch them for a second, then look down, and I'm not even gonna check if he's alive or anything. I'm just gonna look down.
If I
That's what you
catch
get.
up to you, I think we should take that bandana that has that like other symbol on it.
All right, sure, yeah, but that's what you get. Bring bombs like that on a spaceship. You deserve worse.
Great.
And then I'll turn around until Manila comes in and be like, "Oh yeah, bandana. Okay, go back and give
It's
me
the
that."
fashion, of course.
Excellent.
Percy,
Hey,
your planet
I helped.
sucks.
I had a guy once. It does. Sorry. Welcome to Akaton, though. You've really got the full experience.
I guess so. You know, even when we're stealing things, we would never dream of bringing a bomb like that on a ship. It's insane.
Klob, where'd you leave the bomb vest?
I think of the ship, right? I thought it was with one of you.
Klob, you said you put it on your person.
Yeah, I said I
Oh,
put
okay.
it in my bag.
I just thought it was funny because he's like, who would bring a bomb like that on a ship? And I'm like, where is it? Oh, on the ship.
Yeah, it's in my pack.
All right.
Actually, you know what? Maybe I'd throw that down at him. We're gonna leave, right? Nah, screw that. No, I'm keeping the vest. Forget it. That's a terrible idea. No reason.
Maybe. Right, cool.
All right. Anything else you would like to do, or shall credits roll with the Red Rock half in some rubble?
We
Surrounded by
gotta-
flames.
The damage report next time.
Yeah, I'm just
The
gonna
damn rat.
look up
Damn
at the
rat.
ship and then cry a little bit. Crying is a
Credits.
I'm gonna do the
It's a
thing
it's,
that
it's,
Drex does to Rocket and kind of pet you.
it's our big mid-season finale. You know, it's the big climax in the middle of the season.
Yeah, it's rough, man.
What will happen? The players, the characters were at their lowest. And I think we will pick it up there next week.
Sounds good.
All right.
Players, as always, send me your something you like, something you didn't like, something you're excited for next time, otherwise known as a laser, taser, phaser. Viewers, I would love those from you as well. And make sure to tune in next week to see the next episode of Into the Black, where the players figure out what they're going to do with their ship in its current state. But between now and then, maybe watch our other great show,
Princes of Azamar! Season 5 started last week on Wednesday. Go ahead and check that episode out. The first episode, Alliances, is up. Then tune in, not at our usual time because of some dumb last-minute scheduling stuff. We will be playing on Thursday night at our usual time, different day, for episode 2 of Princes of Azamar, Hordes.
Ooh.
Hey,
There's so many of them.
I see what I did there.
That's all I got.
Right.
All right. Well, then, see everybody next week. Goodbye. Don't get sucked down an airlock.